Okay guys, finally we are to the very last match of the weekend on Reddy's 8-Ball Q Sports. It has been a long weekend with plenty of great matches and we are very tired, but that is all good and we look forward to this last match and we hope we have a cracker. The two Jimmies or Jameses are getting it on, James Haining and James Olsson, so I'm just going to have a little bit of a chat to them and see how their preparation has been, and we'll get straight into it. Jimmy? Jimmy, it's the final match of the whole weekend. I'm exhausted. How are you feeling?
Mate, I'm feeling great. Obviously a little bit of a delay there, but those boys had to finish their match. Jimmy and I have just been doing some warm-ups and I think we're ready to go, but feeling pretty good.
Yeah, unfortunately sometimes these matches, they go a bit longer than you anticipate. They grind. I mean, we've got a shot clock for that kind of thing, and it's probably gone an hour over. I don't know, or maybe a bit more than an hour over. There's nothing we can do about that. But yes, it's sort of nerve-wracking. You just want to get involved when you're waiting for a match. It's hard.
Yeah, look, the boys are putting up their own hard-earned, and they can take as long as they want. Obviously, it's a bit of a pain in the bottom for those who are watching, maybe. But look, respect. Hopefully, James and I can put on a good show today and finish out the weekend on a high.
Now that you're
send
there,
you home happy.
Yeah. Well, listen. Now that you're here and you're about to get it on,
yeah.
How do you feel?
Mate, I'm ready to go.
You're ready to go?
Yeah. Look, you've had a good weekend. Parramatta won, you won your match, and you get to watch us play.
I look forward to the match, the Battle of the Jimmies. All the best, mate.
Good to see you, brother.
Thank you. Hey, Jimmy. How are you,
mate? Yeah, good. Yourself?
Mate, it's been a long weekend. As I was just saying to you before, sometimes matches go a little bit longer than you anticipate. How are you feeling?
Mate, it's all right. Just up for the challenge, I suppose. Done a bit of practice in the lead-up, so just go out there and try my best. I don't know much about James, so I'll just play what's in front of me, I suppose.
I think knowing you, James, and what you put into the game, and as a perfectionist as you are, I don't think you mind whoever you play, mate. You're always up for a challenge.
Yeah, mate, I'll give it a go.
And you always give 150%.
Yep, that's right, mate. Just out there to hopefully win. He seems like he's a pretty nice guy, but like I said, looking forward to the challenge. So thank you very much.
Jimmy, all I can say is I wish you all the best and enjoy the match.
I will. Thank you. Cheers.
Thank you. Okay, guys, I'll just introduce the referee and stuff, and we'll get straight into this, and hopefully it's a cracker.
We're on now, mate. We are on.
Joining me, I'm pretty sure you're mic'd up. You mic'd up?
I am mic'd up.
Is Jay for the final match. Hello, Jay.
Hello, Reedy. How are you, mate? I'm glad to be alongside you. It's been a long weekend.
Has been a long weekend.
But I reckon this is going to be a high quality match to close out the weekend.
You've definitely yeah. You deserve a drink now, mate. Celebrate. Is your lady coming down?
No, she's got to run home.
Okay, so you got to get out of here pretty quick. Proud of you, Jace. You fought hard. You know what I mean? You possibly gone there at a stage, possibly, and.
Just remember BJ got out of the hole, mate.
Oh yeah. Well, let me just unmute myself for a second. All right, big boy.
Yeah.
All right.
You need to unmute yourself, please. Sir.
Can we have a couple of drinks? One of the hard rateds with the lemon variety, and one of the 4Xs with the 4X variety. Please.
Thanks, Bodie. He's looked after us this weekend, as Bodie looked after the tables. Opened up both mornings.
Carlos get him.
Thank you, brother.
Sorry?
Carlos get him.
I don't know.
The original.
I wore this shirt because it's got Carlos's bloody sponsor on the back.
Yeah, he does it.
See you, mate.
I can taste the teppanyaki later.
Teppanyaki, is it?
I think so.
We're going to teppanyaki.
I think so. I think that's Nessie's call.
Are you going to catch some omelette in your mouth?
Yeah,
Omelette at me, no, I'm getting
As long as you can throw omelette at me, I'll start making
Thank
seal
you. So
noises.
did you whack that on the thingy? Thank you.
Thank you, mate.
Thank you. Cheers, Jay.
Cheers, Reed. All right, so looking forward to seeing some projections. We're looking for a top quality match here.
Look,
To me, I'm saying that James is the slight favourite.
I think Jimmy's the slight favourite.
Okay.
All right. So I know we're going to argue about whether Jimmy or James will win, but
Jimbo?
it's definitely Jimmy. But
Yep,
Jimbo's
okay.
got a chance, and possibly James could win as well.
Okay. We've just Nessie's already given it, you idiots.
Mate, this is what happens after how many hours of pool? There must be 30 plus.
I think we rocked in at 1 o'clock. Well, I was here 1 o'clock Friday. I think we started setting up about 2ish. Started about 2ish. I think we got home at about 1:30 Saturday morning. Back again 8:30 Saturday morning. Left probably just before midnight, and then back again this morning at night. And then whenever we clock off here, it's a couple hours. Couple hours.
Mate, also, well, I've just remembered, happy birthday to me good pal Justin Sage.
The water boy.
I will ring you later, my friend. I doubt you're on the chat. Are we on the chat here? Have we got any?
Yeah,
company
we're on
now?
the chat. We're hoping people are going to start interacting with us.
A few people have put their hand up for money matches in the next sort of cards. Dwayne Bauer said he might have a crack.
Nice.
I'm I'm tinkering at the idea of getting you back on, Jay, but we'll have to talk about that.
Get me out of retirement.
Yeah, it's just I just like seeing you play, mate. So, well, that's for another discussion. Quite a messy little frame this at the moment, Jay. I've been looking to try and. I'm always looking to try and turn things over when people have got balls over pockets in these reels.
There's a bit of a cluster. Balls didn't exactly break out of the pack.
Well, I'm actually doubling this red down and trying to get it
Screw
over
back
the
behind the red.
No, I'm just going to double this long one.
The one in the book.
Yeah,
I reckon he's going to cut it.
and which is okay. I was going to double it down and try and pop the other one.
Okay.
35 hours of pool over the past.
35 hours.
35 hours, not bad. Not bad. That sounds like a lot. I don't think it's been. Has it been 35
Oh,
hours?
of course it is. Over 3 days, guaranteed. We've had 15 matches, mate. 16 matches.
Plus the setup.
Oh. Just remember, every time slot's a 3-hour-year butte.
I think that 8 doesn't go to the bottom right corner. And
Yes, it does.
Oh, you're directly in line with that, aren't you?
Only feathers in,
Does it go to the centre?
and it's got a 3/4 pocket to the centre, or just over a half pocket. Sorry,
Just
I
over
should
half
say.
pocket? Yeah, you probably need a little bit more centre pocket than a half centre pocket on these. Oh no. Oh dear.
Sometimes you go, that was stiff, but I think that kind of shot's execution. Would you agree with that or no?
I think it's just a random thing. You just don't know what's going to happen sometimes. As soon as you start adding a bit of pace on the ball, you're sort of at the mercy of what the round gods are going to give you.
I think James has turned up. James Olsson has turned
Focused.
up very focused.
Focused. Very, very, very focused.
And first blood will go to James.
Surprised I thought it was going to go to Jimmy. Or Jimbo. That's ultimately James.
1-0. As I was saying to Shuey earlier, because we've got no chat business or it's a news-
Nobody's said hello yet.
No one's
which
saying hello.
A little bit disappointing, but
Let's have a little bit of a hello. How many have we got on the stream at the moment for our last match?
We have. Oh,
Hang on. What do we got here?
Someone's shoveling some rock here. Currently at 22.
Okay.
22.
We're hoping that's going to pick up.
Yeah. Why is the shot clock on? Stormer in again. They're just piling on the. They're in the 40s.
In the 40s, the Stormies.
They're in the 40s.
Brendan B. Hello. How are you, mate?
The Behan.
Hey guys, jump on and ask us a few questions or tell us what's going on. What's your prediction, guys, in this match between the two Jimmies or the two Jameses or the two Jimbos?
So, any rumours of what matches might be we could possibly tantalise the taste buds of some of our listeners?
I don't know. I don't know. There's a lot. There's been a few inquiries, and like I said, I want to get maybe VJ and Cassiola, Ron Kelly and Rusty. I mean, these are all wishful thinking,
Yep.
but we'll just have to see.
Oh.
Jimmy rode that one.
Yeah, trying to.
Jimmy Haining. We all ride them, don't we?
Oh yeah.
Obviously here, if you play the smart game, you take one or two down the bottom here, and then you turn it over, don't you? Turn it over in the middle pocket and get the snooker.
If that yellow doesn't go in off the red, which
Actually, it probably goes in off the thingy. So
you can. Does it turn over? Does it go? I think it's a little bit too far past the pocket for it to go.
it's definitely not a turnover, like I thought. Well, I think he's played a pretty
Yeah, not a bad little outcome there. Not bad at all.
pretty smart shot.
Yeah. Is the key here to, you reckon you're tripling this and catching the red near the pocket rather than trying to disturb the red near the black?
No, I think I'm just coming across trying to flush this nice. If I flush it nice, if I flush it nice, I probably go game. As you know, you're probably going to get on your other ball if you hit it well.
Yeah.
The jawry one that I did last night, I think is very lucky. You know, where you jaw on the two jaws, I think that's a lucky shot.
Oh, the rattle.
The rattler.
The rattler.
I honestly think that's luck.
Yep.
Yeah, sometimes they come off, but how often have you seen it where they just go blip
Yeah.
and it shoots up the table?
Yeah.
Okay.
You just only get that nice little sort of run across the rail.
People say, hey, I know how to play that one well, but I can't have it.
No.
Can you have that as a consistent shot?
It's something, I have to admit, it's something that I've tried a few times and tried to practice it to try and get an idea, but every jaw's different.
Oh, yeah.
So you're at the unless it's your own table, you're sort of at the mercy of the table and how it's hoping that every cushion has been designed or every jaw's been designed perfectly.
Well, there's nothing wrong with screwing over for this one. It's okay. It's okay to screw over.
Yeah, he's straight enough for it. These all linked nicely. Scotty's he's gone for the bottom one. Okay.
You know what?
You got to stun this
You know,
now, and you're right.
you know what? He's played that at delicious, right? Because now he's just going to
Stun this in.
not
stun it in.
not stun. A little bit of bottom and a bit of something.
No, I think you just stun this in, and it just comes back towards the side rail. Oh. Oh dear.
It's all right. A little bit of pre-match. How you going?
Yeah. Scotty's gone out on the limb and given us a prediction quite early. The bars missed you this weekend, Scotty.
Yeah.
Brendan's quite disappointed in us, saying that the takings were down. Oh, jeez.
Well, this is one of those ones where you probably got to chop it. Or, no, actually, you're just going to run away here, I think. I think you're going to run away here and put it on the... it's a tricky one because then you get out of... no, I'm running away.
I am. I think you're just knocking the yellow off the left rail,
And then I'm
you're
coming
coming
over.
up towards the top right corner.
Yeah. Running away.
You've got to go, you don't want the yellow on the rail. Block the path of the black as well. So, and it's a great shot. It's a good shot.
The only
Really
issue
good shot.
with it, if he plays this perfect off the side rail, he could double kiss it, and then we're in a bit of but then we're running away again. So this will be interesting.
Score.
40.
1-0.
Oh no, 44-16 or something.
48-14. Manly just got in.
Unfortunately, he's left this to the
Yeah,
middle.
he's pretty plumb here.
Pretty plumb.
No, I don't think you go in the middle, Reedy. I think you take the one in the corner here. I'm taking the one in the corner. I'm just coming around naturally.
I actually like the middle, James. I mean, James.
There's that many of them.
No, I like the middle, and your shot's not bad either.
I just don't like how close you are to the ball.
No, but you're there. That's okay.
No, I know. That's fair enough. I understand that.
That's
And,
on.
and
That's
this is why I like to use. I was happy to go the other way
That's on.
and play the 8 into the centre.
That's on. 2-0 to Jimba.
10 to Jabs.
Is that your sister? No. Have you got a sister? Or you just got a brother? Yeah. Brother. How old's he? Younger? Yeah, but he's probably 5'7" already.
Really tall plane. He'll tower. So, probably jumping on the James as well.
Good contact, but dry. Wow. I think both times James Haining's had the opportunity at the colours. Okay.
Smells good over there.
Just, I mean, you can just roll this in. Or
I think
you
you
can
just
give
got to
it
get the rail. You've got to get this red, the bottom right corner, as soon as possible here.
he's just going to roll. Okay.
No, it's
Yes,
going to jaw.
So my shot was maybe just to dribble it in.
Yeah.
Or if you were going to have a whirl at it, play it off a couple, but these pockets, they spit out.
Yeah, you definitely don't like attacking a centre pocket, that's for sure.
You know what I thought James should have done here is play this yellow off the red. It opens up the pocket, but he needed to be here.
Yeah, it needs to be lower. Need to be lower.
And then they're all there, yeah.
They are. No, well spotted. But it does still go to
Goes
a
on.
couple of pockets. How's the time looking?
Estimated time of finish. I'm going to go. What do we got? What do we got? 5:45 now, is it? I'm going to go for 8:58.
I was on the nose last night. Between 11 and 11:30.
Not for you?
8:15.
8:15. Okay. Okay. 8:58 for me. Time for you, mate?
Oh, what time are we going to finish?
I said 8:58.
8:58. Nah. Nah. I reckon we are 8 o'clock.
8 o'clock. 2 hours, 15 match.
Yeah.
Oh, a bit longer. Sorry. It started 15 minutes ago. Okalafako. Saab. Hello. Okalafaku.
Mountain of comeback.
Sort of a 50-50 frame this one, Jay.
Yeah, there hasn't been any sort of open sets out of the 3 breaks so far.
The more balls you pot, the more
Trouble you're in.
Oh, well said.
Ah,
Well said. Unless you can get some disturbances.
well, as I said earlier on today when Shuey and I were on the comms, when the balls aren't out in the open, you've got to make sure if you're potting balls, you're getting value.
Yeah.
And every time you pot a ball, you're going to make
It's one
sure
of the best kickers I've ever seen.
as he misses, back-to-back kicks. Yeah, you've got to be making sure that when you're leaving the table, you're at least in a better position than what you were before.
How many viewers we got now, mate?
We are running with 25.
Fair enough. Just one of those ones, do you commit here to screw up the rail and try and get it out? Maybe.
It wasn't restarted.
Maybe he didn't restart it.
Oh, that's got a bit of gear on it, and he's not landed anywhere near where he'd like to.
Yeah, and I think that's the trouble when you're trying to extract here. You take another ball off the table, and then all of a sudden you're left with 2 or 3, and you sort of think to yourself, I may as well leave this over, and then
Yep.
let him maybe have a go at the 2 together.
Yep.
Unless you know for sure you can get a extraction.
Well, yeah. I mean, you've got to guarantee yourself the extraction. Don't you? You can't try You can't try and hope that you're sort of going to be in the area.
Have you learned anything this weekend, Rhodes?
Yes.
What have you learnt?
That no matter how far down you are,
Yep,
come back.
there you go.
I think really showed BJ's down what,
I think
frames.
he was down 6 frames, but it's still a big.
Looked completely out of it. Sit down his phone, eating, drinking.
Yeah, that's right. And gone.
Just flipped the switch and just.
And next thing it was on.
Away, just flipped it another gear, head down, focus, didn't get angry. And yeah, I don't think many people expected it. You have to move away from his usual always attacking.
Oh no. Oh no. Ooh, no.
So that is the bottom end and this is the top end of the table.
No, it's not.
The top end of the table is here.
Triangle and
Yeah,
Yes,
which
correct it
is
is.
which is strange because
I agree with that, but as we're viewing for the viewers, this is the bottom end that's closest to us, and the top end is the furthest one away.
yeah,
And that's how we will refer to it while commentating on stream. Nice shot.
it's probably the best result James could be looking for. James Olsson, him potting it.
I don't know. Oh yeah, well that red doesn't go.
Probably does go.
No, not down the rail.
Oh,
Got to double it.
geez, that was a good shot. My question is now, do you try and flick this up the rail with a little bit of how you're going and just back him not to be able to get onto the rail one right, or I think you can have a bit of a whirl at this one up the rail, come down. Even if you want to be a little bit sneaky, play it with a flick aside to maybe come down and play the billiard on the other yellow.
Yeah, it's a tricky one to finish.
And now you take the double back all day long. All day long.
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
dummy half scoops on again, New York.
I'll tell you what, he's hit that all right. Just quite.
I just have to tell you, the double back was never the shot.
And they score in the corner here every day of the week.
Oh yeah. That's a great shot. That's a great shot, and that's just knowing your tables.
He's a
Knowing
local.
your tables.
He's a local
Knowing your tables.
Jim Bob.
It's got no try.
Three 0. It's definitely not panic stations. Jay, when do you start panicking? Do you feel, or do you not panic when you're in a race? Is it?
I think you worry when your opponent's on the hill and lining up the black. That's
Yeah,
when
yeah.
it's time to worry, I think.
You don't think 7 or 8-0 or any of that sort of stuff is panicking?
Well, I don't want to sort of.
The longer blacks
I don't-
become harder, don't they? When you're down 6-0.
I don't want to pick off scabs off old wounds, but there was a couple of money matches ago that you were involved in.
Oh no, I got
Where
pumped
you were
in the first
you were,
set.
yeah, you were well behind, and
9-1.
how was that thought process?
Mate, geez,
then?
it hurt. It hurt the first set for sure.
That was Ben Judge.
Yeah, and you know what? He was just a lot better than me in that first set, though. I did make a few errors, but he was just a lot better. And I went out and had a chat with the coach, and he said, just you're not enjoying it. Start enjoying. And well, obviously the 9-1 deficit in the first one, I couldn't pull it back.
A little bit too far gone.
Yeah, I'm going to say definitely too far gone. Sometimes you can pull them back, but the next set I think it needed to be, instead of say 5-all, which I think it was in the next set, or 6-4 to me, it needed to be like an 8-2 back. Yeah, an 8-2 back.
Yeah.
You know, or a 7-3 minimum, not a 6-4 or a 5-all. Just pulled up on that a little bit. Manly Rawinga. That's a try to the great number 5. I don't even know who that
That's
is.
hit the sideline, unfortunately.
I've got a shot for us here. An off plant here. If you hit this reasonably firm with a stun, you'll knock in the plant and the other yellow will go towards the other pocket and you can stay on the middle ball. But anyway, I don't think he's doing that. And I feel he's kind of played for that in a way.
Yes,
I know, no, because he's played for the top as well.
Two
hasn't he?
balls, yeah. That's a try.
Mate, you know why they're so good at these now? Because they practice in the sandpit. That's why they're so good at it. Did you know that? They practice in the foam pit and the sand pits.
Titans go down to the local gym.
Yeah, and they're so acrobatic now, the rugby league players. Back in my day when I was playing professional football, believe it or not, I was.
Just ran straight lines.
I played for Burleigh Bears and I played for Parramatta. There was no diving for the lines like that.
I think that's a result for James.
Yeah, yes and no, because we can play this one and we can turn it over. Play this one into the centre with a bit of running windross, and then we turn it over and get the ball over the U-butte.
I don't think there's a need to give the table up. I think you can pot out there.
Oh, okay, I see what you're saying. Yeah, I'm not going. I will, because I think it's not the easiest transitions to that middle ball. Or maybe it is.
If you come off rail first here,
Maybe it is.
which he has done.
And I
I
just
would have
thought,
liked to come over a little bit more, but that's all right. You can run into the side.
It is okay, but I just thought, no, look, if he pots out, then I'm an idiot.
I don't think you're an idiot. I just didn't sort of analyse it. You know, we're sort of thinking about football at the moment as well as a bit of pull. Just pots. Just would have liked to have come across a little bit more. Just got to drop this in.
Now I don't want to, go, I told you so or anything, but I just thought that while we have an insurance ball over your bottom pocket, how about we get both pockets and then we're in command of the frame. We have both pockets. I know pockets don't do a lot in our game, but you can also get the pocket with safety in mind.
I think I'm backing myself to pot out there, mate. Just
Okay,
quietly.
that's all right.
Just quietly. But I think he didn't play the ball that was in the pocket, the bottom left corner pocket, well enough. Didn't leave himself a good enough shot. But to come off the rail a little bit more, he could have at least knocked it in, maybe stunned, screwed back a little bit. Oh, got a double kiss there. That rail sounds really dead.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of Supreme tables, unfortunately. I mean, I don't mind it saying that on the camera. I prefer our sevens, but moving forward, I do want to see us go to the sixes. But I'd like to see us go to the sixes on a better made table, which is possibly the Rasa. But I've never played on it, so I can't can't make a judgment.
Fair call. Fair call. It's just that rail just studs, isn't it?
It's disgraceful. Greg Siegel had a look. It's probably not the best thing to be putting down this. Look, I'm not going to put him down. I'm not a fan of him, and we'll leave it at that. But it is what we got here for our money matches at this stage. But I have had chats with Mark that I wish that we were able to get the Rassins in. Remember, I said, and I think I can get them in for a reasonable price.
Well, that means the Supremes have got to go somewhere.
Yeah, people will buy the Supreme.
And after you've just been slagging them off.
No, but listen, that's just me, and that's just my personal preference. Obviously, just from personal, not like I don't like him. Did Brett King win his match? No, unfortunately, Bowie went down.
Came second, mate, unfortunately.
What was I going to say? But I think there's a lot of people that would say that they don't really like playing on the Supremes either.
I do.
Yeah, I know. When I see an uneven bounce like that, or a bouncy, a deadish, you know.
Well shot. Beautiful shot. Landed on it, just didn't get the pot, unfortunately.
Was it a nice effort? Nice effort that. Nice effort that. Did Brett King win his match? I think we answered that one. No,
Yes.
he didn't.
You just did.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, it's young Zymus. You know young Zymus?
Young Zymus. Oh.
Arise, and she said.
James is in the hot seat to this.
This is very in-offish. This is very in-off-ish.
Yeah.
Oh, well. It was flirting. It was flirting.
Nice black.
Excuse me while I head to the bathroom.
Sort it out. She's a slice of heaven. Thank you for your help this weekend. day. Last match of the day, yeah. First to 11. Yeah. You've seen most of the matches, haven't you, this weekend? Have you watched them all? So you're a bit of a fan of pool? A little bit?
Yeah.
Okay. Not as much as basketball.
He doesn't just make toasties.
Yeah, cool. Well, especially when you know the people playing.
Yes.
Like, if you put two randoms on it, you wouldn't really care. But, again, knowing 95% of the people playing this weekend.
All right, Jay's back.
Hello, mate.
Fiddling the diddle.
What's Jimmy on here?
Jimmy's on reds and James is on yellows.
Off the yellow? No, missed it.
Oh, he was just trying to set it up over the middle.
Possibly. I thought he was trying to come off the rail, off the yellow.
No. Go inside that jaw and come back and sit over the middle.
Okay.
Do you know that one?
No, I didn't see that one. Didn't see it.
At the Cavs Club. Yeah.
That's Club. Darwin.
Nice.
NT Open.
Yeah, I went there this year, first
Yeah?
time. Yeah.
It's good, isn't it? It's not bad.
Yeah.
I'm not a massive fan of the coin ops out the back. That was
Yeah,
tough to
I
go on the main tables and
I-
play on a nice table
Yeah,
and then head out in the back room.
I didn't enjoy the back room. The back room sucked dogs' balls.
It was tough. It was tough.
Mate, they did 2 laps. That's all they did.
Yeah, they were tough. And there were buckets as well.
Yeah, 2 laps. I had no control whatsoever. Yeah, did you have any control on the white? None.
Nah. I've gone from a freshly recloth table in the main area to going out there to having an older cloth where I just could not get the roll. Could not get the pace of the table at all.
I'm stuck on the sticky tape.
This is sort of on this one here. Off the top rail and
Bring the car and camera up in here so I can display.
Mr. Fireman.
Just be careful. We don't want to get any copyright infringements.
Yeah, because of the singing.
Because of the singing, yeah.
Yeah, it's a good voice.
Yeah. Now, Reggie, I'm pretty sure this yellow on the left side here doesn't go, so he's got to be going the lower ball off the rail to break it open. I'm guessing that's what he's doing here. That's what he's doing, and he's got a result out of that. He's got a result out of it.
Well, he has. He's got into him.
He's got a result out of it.
See in the air, see in the air.
Oh, I'm going to try an easy.
Well, it all depends on how you look at it. It just went a ball to 2 balls too far. But there is something you can do.
You've got to hope that you glance at. You
need
glance
to
in the black here, but
You need to suck off 2.
can you run into the 8?
You needed to suck off 2 there. You need to suck off the top off the side.
Okay.
But James is a good potter. So I'm tipping this is going to go
It's
real...
going- Yeah.
Yeah, I'm tipping he's going to go real close here.
Great second camera angle.
And he's very concerned about the off in.
Nah, there's absolutely no in off here. He doesn't, well, the fact that he's digging down is going to put it in off. If he pots that, that's an off.
How much money for that? About 1,000. Unless we have bigger matches for some reason.
Oh, nice shot. Just would have liked to get a little bit close to that red, I reckon.
Yeah, nice shot.
Oh, that's rough. That is rough. Are you just stunning out just a little bit towards the centre of the table? Like that?
No, I wouldn't have played it that well.
No, you pop. Oh, okay. You would have gone on to the opposite side
I
rail
would
and
have
put it
screwed
into the
off too.
left.
I'm gonna head off now.
Thank you. Thank you for the weekend.
See you, Bodie. Thanks for all your help this weekend, mates. We appreciate all the assistance, table maintenance, looking after us, cleaning balls. Thank you. Catch you soon. Why is that shot clock always running? (3-2) after a 3-0 start. It was a 3-0 start, so.
Three 0 3-2.
3-0 to 3-2.
Big frame.
Nice little split there.
Canterbury Bankstown Bulldogs versus the Newcastle Knights at the moment, Mr. Windross. Unless you want to watch the AFL. Jay, he wants a score prediction.
Score prediction for this one. I reckon Canterbury wins 30-12.
Oh, I think he might be talking the pool.
Oh, the pool, sorry. I don't think that I'm not going to go down the Scotty Torrens path and say that James wins. I am going to say that I reckon this one. I reckon the line's probably 2. I reckon it goes to 11-9. Goes to 11-9, but I can't pick which James it is that's getting to that. I'm going to go James Olsson 11-9.
James Olsson 11-9?
Yep.
Well, not a bad shout.
Oh, shot. Now he's in a little bit of trouble.
A little bit of froth and bubble.
Yeah.
I like this.
Yeah.
It's a bit different to when I used to run on the field, mate. The old paddock bashes.
Yeah, just the 5 people watching, not the
No, 12.
Not the 25.
12. But they were just all the parents.
So what's the plan here?
Para? Yes, mate. We just had our first win, Sam.
You're up and about.
We are
Grand
up
final,
and
grand
about.
final tickets, maybe pre-purchased.
I've got the grand final tickets for about 5 years' time.
Oh, 5 years time.
Yeah.
I'm just going to say this: yuck, yuck.
The Fram?
That was yuck. That shot was yuck.
Yeah, but that's okay.
That shot was very yuck.
Yuckin'. Yuckin' duckin'.
Just put 2 balls on the rail. Oh. Now there's a couple of visits behind this frame now. I'm not sure if there's an easy pot to begin. Maybe centre pocket. Yeah, he does have the centre pocket.
I see Jimmy taking this yellow, then taking the one up
When
the
you
very
say
top.
this yellow, for the people at home,
Yeah, well,
You're
the one-
meaning-
the one that's going up towards Bork.
okay, so the one, okay, so
The
the
one
one near,
going towards Bork.
in the
okay?
open
And
near
then
Bork.
to take
Yep.
the one on the rail up the top and tap in the snook.
Okay. The Johnny who?
The snook.
Okay.
You know what? No snook. Roll it down the rail, and then the game's there. Sort of play attacking. Roll it down the rail, the long rail, and then they're all there. The old Jake McCartney. The shot to nothing.
Okay.
I still don't mind a snooker here though.
I reckon he might just run this just past the centre pocket.
Yeah, and get the snooker as well.
Yeah. Didn't hit it hard enough. Ooh, so whereabouts is this cue ball catching the yellow that's on the top rail? Oh, sorry, bottom rail as we look at it.
No, you can screw off it and miss the red, but it's very hard for a positional play. You can definitely screw off this. He's going to go this way. See, I'm not playing it like that.
Unfortunately, I think he gets the gap between the two yellows here. Wants to run into the yellow closest to the 8.
No, you
Oh
run
no, he
it-
actually runs straight into it here. Yeah, now I look
Yep.
at it, yep. Oh! A little bit of distance to play with.
a bad name. Pair of threes.
And another frame.
Pair of threes.
We're 3-all. Why is he stopping the shot clock? I don't understand. Your choice of colour here, Reid?
Definitely roll the yellow across the table to the other middle, then get the angle.
Play the cannon into the centre. No, going to push it to the rail.
Turning over here.
So Reid's thinking about glancing the yellow, which he's doing
Turning
here, just knocking the red in.
Nice shot.
Oh,
It's not as bad as it looks. Just got a. I'm possibly considering killing his yellow on the rail with my red.
reckon I might see a little sneaker here.
Possibly.
Nope.
Okay. Well, I must admit that was a different one.
And now yellows are yum-yums.
They aren't too bad because they all go, don't they?
Absolutely they do. It's just the mapping right. And the yellow, which is just below the centre pocket on the left side, is the trouble ball, but you don't need to get yourself in a position to drop that in and you've got a ball into the right centre. Oh, he's thrown the elbow out at that. Oh no. And now we're in trouble again.
Strange. It's such a weird game. Obviously, at the elite level, you know, there's not a lot of that happens because it's a bit more controlled. But
Yeah.
in the intermediates and below intermediates and above intermediates, that sort of stuff happens so often.
Yep. Oh, he's missed that by a bit as well.
suppose it's all about this red down the your butte.
Yeah, he's just got to get to it early,
No,
but
it's
he's got no chance to do it
Yeah.
until
No. What he needs to do.
he can drop in the centre.
No, well, yes. Yeah, I get that. Yeah, I think you're going to have to do what you said.
This is sort of a natural run up and down here.
In fact, I'm going for the extraction. It's a bit risky, but I like it.
Yeah, it's a bit of top right.
No, actually, I can't get there on a slow table.
No. You've probably got more chance getting it by stun left.
No, actually, yeah. The stun left, I can get there.
Yeah. You just got to naturally run this and not try and pump it too hard because you will lose pace from it spinning. It's a shot. You've got to take the one into the bottom left corner first. Screw back to where you are now and then try and just drop that in the centre or take the long pocket.
I'm kind of thinking you take the one that you're closest to. I'm kind of thinking.
I'm taking the bottom left corner first and screwing back for the one in the centre.
Oh, okay. I'm taking it long.
You can take it long.
After this. Shot, Jimmy.
Yeah, nice. That's a great shot.
Mate, when you put this over the dipper up the top, you put old mate under a whole heap of pressure. And that's the key.
It's got a couple dodgy ones, but he just needs to hit this middle ball, just cue it nicely. Great shot. Great shot.
Shot, Jimmy.
And James
Yes,
Olsson
Olsson.
reclaims his lead. So you've got me thinking about this teppanyaki tonight. Is that what the boss is? This is what the boss is
Well,
asked
she
for?
said you can't pay tonight. I know you always pay, and
You can't pay.
no, you're not paying. I know you always put your hand in the pocket to pay, and we just said we've got it.
Oh, we need to stop this shot clock from running off all the time. I don't know why it has to keep running all the time. Nice bit of power in there. Oh, I think you might have to go
every
yellows
frame
here,
in
mate.
these races to 11s, 7s, 9s, and all that is just so crucial. Because all of a sudden there can be 2, 3 frame swings just like that, isn't it?
There is.
We watched it last night with VJ, didn't we?
Yep.
12-6 up, and you're like, he's gone.
Well, he was ordering pizzas, he was getting drinks from the bar, he was doing all sorts. Under hit that.
And like a shot like that can make the difference of winning and losing that frame, just because you didn't get on it then.
Nope.
And all of a sudden you're a shot behind.
Fell very short of it as well.
You've just got to separate these two down here on the rail. And maybe with a little bit of luck for James Olsson, maybe it goes behind one of the reds.
I think you come off the side rail and then sort of catch the closest red, and then so the cue ball just goes back into the rail and sits behind the tool. Just separates him a bit.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you leave him on here. That's why I wanted to go on the rail first.
I actually like your shot. I did like your shot there. But in saying that, he has opened them up. They were terrible.
But hasn't opened them up into an advantageous position. He's put them low.
Yeah, but they're a train. At the moment,
Two tough yellows.
I've got $1.35 James Olsson for the frame, based on where the balls are at the moment.
Well, he's got two tough yellows, one on the very top rail, and this one just here, next to the two reds that we can see closest to us now. It looks like he's probably going to try and disturb these right now.
Yeah.
I think he's tried to land on it, maybe.
Okay. Struck it well.
This, I'm not sure how he gets onto the ball on the top rail here or the yellow. I'm struggling to see.
Oh, you need the VJQ action here to get on the top rail.
It's a bit.
I mean, there's no other option but to get this into play. You need to get that into play
I think
now.
I'm going the long double here. You're probably going to get snookered, but I'm going the long double.
No. Well, yes, because that's what you'd like to do. I think you just got to get it in play.
No, as in pot it, but you take it down here, but it's got to be a bit slower than that. Take it so it's in play and causing some havoc down this bottom corner.
Well, I think the shot here is if you can get the little snooky.
You reckon there's enough of it to...
There might not be. There might not be.
And you can't see because Jimbo's head's in the way. Separated it again, but he's just managed to knock it to the rail.
And he didn't get the snooky.
No, I didn't think there was a good chance.
The only
of a
way you get
snooker.
the snooky there was a heap of
running.
A heap of right,
Heap of running.
a heap of running. Delicate shot.
Yeah, I had to catch it thick as well.
This is nice queuing.
Off the yellow.
You have to. You have to. Yeah.
Kiss. Oh.
Got himself the U-Butte.
I'm not sure the double goes. I reckon the red's in the way.
No, he's got the nick. Got the knickers. Yeah,
Nearly catches the red that it's right near.
got the knickers.
Oh, the cut. I think you've got to take the cannon now.
Like having a Squirtle Myrtle.
The cannon indeed. Oh no.
It's okay because you can just tap on.
I
It's
think
okay because you can tap on.
I think he's overplayed. I think he just needs to sort of screw back a little bit on that. The fact that he's run all the way to the top, he's played it so hard that he's run to the top end of the table when that's where the 8 ball is. That's where he needs to finish.
I don't know what Jimmy's doing because why isn't he just tapping on that one up the top?
I think he's going to, but
No, I don't think he's going to.
I think he is. I think he is.
No, I don't think he is.
It's just going to run the red towards the black and hide behind the two of them. Oh no. Oh no. Oh dear.
Yeah, so the shot was to tap on the closest ball, but maybe he was worried about the in off.
Yeah.
But it wasn't, anyway.
Yeah.
He just tried to make it as hard as he could.
Great shot. Great shot. And I'm sorry, James Olsson, but you should be winning the frame from there.
Yeah, that's 4-all.
In that position, you should be winning the
4-all.
frame from there.
Yeah, 5 minutes is good.
not hear the shot clock? Is that what's wrong? Mine, just mute, yours muted, so leave it on.
Out of the two, it's pretty obvious. Do you agree with that?
Plenty of 8-ball pull. It's just not on a red here, unfortunately. So yellows is going to have to be the option, but they all go to a pocket, which is the bonus. He's got an opportunity here to play the yellow into the corner and just nudge his yellow into a better position. Oh, he's actually gone at that really hard, but fortunately he's ended up okay.
I've got to tell you, it's fucking worked out as good as you. Sorry about the F word there.
Yeah, I was going to say you just throw that one in there. Did you sneeze? Did you sneeze?
It just came out as a figure of speech, isn't it? Unfortunately.
Just lucky you're muted.
It wasn't muted?
Yeah.
Okay. Am I back on now?
You are back on.
Nice. I'm muted. They said I was muted.
Lucky you were muted.
that? Can he hold that, Jay? I think he can hold that.
I'm not sure where the yellow goes because it definitely doesn't go in the centre.
No, I'm just saying, can he hold this?
It's perfect if it could go in the centre. I reckon you're more chance of trying to throw it into the side rail and then trying to hit the red.
I think you're better off up the bum of it.
You reckon coming off the side rail and kicking it into the opposite centre. It's a big pocket. Oh, great shot. What a shot. What a great shot. What a great shot. Do you want the 200 back there?
Listen, I'm happy to give you 100 of them. Would you like 100? Actually, sorry, I'm on the thingy. Mate, I actually...
No. Oh, this shot clock has got to stop.
Jeez, that was a lovely out. Not delicious.
It was very nice. It was very nice.
Yeah, and you know, that was a big out on the wrong balls, I thought.
Well, he didn't have a chance to go red.
I have to see what's going on over here, mate.
2-0.
What's... No.
2-0.
Thank you very much.
Bit of cluster on the side of the table, and I don't think he's going to run into it here. Yeah, I thought the angle was just a little bit too much. It's probably best just to chip this yellow off the bottom rail here. Just get it into play. Turn the table over to James Olsson. We'll chip this into play and just probably snooker behind the yellow on the left side. It's on the other side.
How many viewers?
Oh. 42.
Yeah, not bad. For the chill? For chill. It's all about getting your balls into the nice positions and leaving them off their baddies. How do you like those apples?
And that's why I probably would have chipped the yellow off the rail and probably ran the cue ball the other way behind my yellow on the left side. Oh, look at that shot. Great shot.
Well, is it? Because I don't want to be putting balls.
Either do I.
But anyway, that's okay.
He's got to get rid of 3 balls to get into the position to be able to open it up. And you pop this and then take the one in the bottom right corner. He's off angle now.
I'd just like to see. You've got to stop potting here.
You do. Absolutely.
Unless you're James Teller. All right.
Unless you're Brent Reed.
No, I'm not in the equation. If you're James Teller here, you're screwing off 3, flicking this one out, cannoning this one.
James Teller would have left himself straight on this one and then would have taken the one in the left centre and then ran into the 2 yellows and the red. Which I think is what we're about to see.
Mate, if he goes out here, I don't know how to call pull.
Oh, if he hits this yellow, this red that's in the pack is going to come to the bottom right corner. Just going to land on the other red. Oh, he didn't catch it right. He's got the face double, but you just got to, it's the pace now.
It's probably on up the top. No, it's not. You know what you got to do? You've just got to put it over the middle pocket. Because then, you know what it does? He doesn't have anything. If you just put it right over the middle.
That's on the top end of the table now.
Yeah, look, it's not too bad a leave. But if he put it over the middle, right over the middle, he didn't have anything with that bunch.
Are you, so this yellow is next to the black here, are you just going to nudge it onto the red that's on the side rail so it sits over the pocket?
And a snooker. Sits over the pocket and a snooker.
Sounds like a good shot, mate.
Listen, it's not too bad.
You can also try and pot it. Because they all seem to go. Is he on this
Probably
one?
all go there. That's fine.
He's on this. I think he's on the yellow that's out in the open. It's just those two yellows that are closest together, sort of parallel with the top of the table, or the bottom of the table, should I say, that are an issue. And it looks like he's rolled through to get on the one in the middle now. Or he's going to take it into the centre and sort of nudge them open. But the middle yellow, I'm probably taking it long. I'm taking the middle yellow long, which it looks like.
No,
he's
you'll
not
take
going
it to the middle.
Taking it to the centre. Shot, well control.
And we're staring at fives.
Oh, underhit it.
No, he's fine. Little rolly.
Off the red?
No.
James Olsson had to pull out a huge finish to win the last frame to break ahead, and oh no,
Okay, that's all right.
no.
But he's just got to.
No.
You just got to make sure that you do not leave.
Do you double this off the red?
I'm not interested. I'm just not interested.
I am.
I'm not interested. I am not taking a shot on, and if I miss, I'm leaving it in the back. I'm coming down to the bottom end of the table and leaving him a double back if he wants it, with my ball in play. Right, you can double it in the middle if you want. I don't take it because I'm given a free frame away if I miss.
Well, you're also giving the frame away if he pots it. And that's exactly what I'm playing. Reedy's walked off in disgust. Reedy's
Just an absolutely brilliant shot.
It's exactly the shot I'm telling you to play.
Well, I was too chicken. All right. I was too chicken to play the shot.
I think I'm putting fate in my own hands there. Rather than chipping off a ball maybe at the top.
Maybe that's why I'm just a good A grader. Because
you're a little bit better than A grader.
no, I'm A grade.
No, you're just a little bit better than A grade.
No, but I'm A grade.
That's a swing. That should have been 5-all.
I was never playing that shot, so full credit to him.
Absolutely.
But mind you, I possibly played that shot depending on the circumstances of the match and the scoreline. Okay.
The circumstance of the match is it's a money match. It's
And
for
maybe
money.
it's irrelevant to you because you reckon that was the right shot.
Well, I think both
Is it because it was a big pocket?
It was a big pocket.
Or did he get lucky then?
No, I don't think he got lucky. I think I'm playing to hit the red, to get the red into play. I'm doubling it off that red. But I'm putting the fate of the frame in my hands by taking it on, rather than me playing a safety and saying, okay, if you miss, then I get to go.
That was a swing of that. Absolute swing of that. I was definitely wrong
And he's on a yellow here.
Yeah, and that's the way pool goes. I think we chatted about that earlier, that sometimes in this game there is 2 and 3 frame swings, and you thought it was going to be 5 all to the other bloke, and all of a sudden they go 8-5. It's a real weird scenario sometimes.
Still 2-0 in Bankstown.
Well, it's good to see at least 50 viewers still on, and how many viewers have we got down here watching our match? There must be at least 60 in here.
I reckon that's a little bit of overkill.
You reckon?
Maybe 40.
40 in here still? Starting to feel well, and that's all it takes. It takes one little incredible little out and you feel it, and then they split nicely and you run another rack.
Well, back-to-back frames in his penultimate, well, not penultimate ball, but second last ball in the last frame and the last ball in the frame before that. To play some big balls to win the frame.
I'm possibly chipping in this one of the two down here.
No, I'm potting this and screwing up a little bit because you can pot the yellow and sort of nudge into the red.
So we're going to play the black into the middle, into the left middle?
I think it's...
You may as well.
Yeah.
You may as well.
I think the long pocket...
No, black into the center guts, because once you roll this in, you can just drop on it. Yeah, it's definitely the shot to drop onto the middle black for the left middle. You like it long, I don't.
No, that's fine. I mean, we're all sort of comfortable with the shot that we want, but just
going to make sure you slide up.
Yeah, it's got some angle. See, this shot here, I'd prefer not to have to play it with stun or with screw or side. I'd much rather be able to play it being able to run through, but I just don't think he's going to get high enough.
That's fine.
That's okay.
But the only problem with it, it's close to in-off.
Yeah, I feel like it can go on the top corner here. Oh. And this is going to be an escape for James Haining if he gets this, because it should have been 7-4.
That shot that James Olsson just played, he needed to stun it. It's a tricky fiddly shot, but just rolling it in and leaving yourself that was a tricky.
This is nearly enough. I completely read the wrong line there. So this one here, he's just got to make sure when he lands on this one, he's obviously looking to go on the left centre. He's just got to make sure he lands straight or high. Doesn't want to be too low, which I think he has done here. I want it to be about 3 more rolls through, I think. the deep screw off the top rail and back down?
Maybe.
Oh. 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 Oh.
He got right into that and played a nice pot.
I think I might have preferred to take that in the centre.
I think he's got a little roll into the centre here, but it's tricky. This is a Jimmy Della.
Yeah, I think I would have preferred to take that ball he just potted into the centre.
I think he has to do a little fiddly one. This is tough. Or you go the outright double.
Or you just chip it out to the balk and just run it like that.
I think he might have left the little old mate.
I think there might be
There might be some paint.
I think it is viewable. I think it is viewable.
I think there's some paint.
I think another opportunity missed there from James Haining. He had them all there. You should be winning those when there's no traffic and they're all out in the open. Like he's got the red on the bottom corner. Sorry, yellow in the bottom corner. Because there is no red on, so yellows is the ball. And do you take this on the corner and just try and present in the centre there? You try and nudge into those?
I'm taking the middle ball on, okay, Jay. I'm taking the second middle for the other middle, and then going into the two. Going into the two this way, I don't like. Okay. No, I know that's in hindsight because we just seen what happened. I was taking this other one with
Yeah.
Where was
The
it?
yellow is below. So the cue ball was in the centre pocket.
Yeah, yeah.
And
I'm
the
coming
the
off
lower
here,
of the.
I'm coming off here like that, and
Yep.
I don't know what.
Yeah, that's what I was. That was my other thought process.
Just because I think I had insurance balls then, if
Yep.
I did. So.
Well, he's bought some time in the frame here. And really, I probably would have taken that yellow on the rail now. If he's planning on potting balls and trying to go out from here, I'll be taking that one on the rail. Not
Look,
taking an open ball.
I play a different game, right? I'm a bit of a tapper, right? I'm just double kissing this into play. Okay? I know my game's a bit unusual, but that's what I do. I tap it and I get it on.
I'm okay with that.
And if I'm James, I'm going to let you. I'm going to possibly let you have a go. I'm just going to touch this and let you take that ball. So I'm going to throw the carrot out. Okay. I'm not even going to try. I'm just going to leave him on this corner ball, and that's okay, right? But
He's blocked the shot into the
but
centre
what
as
I'd
well,
rather
so it's good.
sometimes, Jay, depending on who you're playing and stuff, dangle the carrot and say, eliminate one of your balls and have a crack.
Present the opportunity.
Especially where the black's gone, there's one other yellow in there in trouble.
Yep.
Eliminate a ball, let you knock another one in, and try and create the frame. He's a good potter. Is Haining?
I still think his problem ball is going to be the one which was a problem from the start.
Yeah, but I think we're in this same thing again. We're in that thing where he's going to try and create. He's got two very bad balls. He's got the black. He's got the yellow.
I think the yellow, that's the trouble. The yellow next to the red might go off the red that's blocking the path of the black into the corner.
Look. Okay. You need a favourable kiss here. If you just get down this end, you've got a bit of a double as well. So there is a bit of a
Look at this.
something.
Look at this. Look at this.
It's nice,
Look
but
at
you
this.
need a favourable.
He has left himself dead straight on this ball.
Yeah, but
That's
it's
incredible.
Yeah, it was a wonderful shot. Okay, you had the leg flick and everything.
I think he's just going to stun this in, maybe screw back a tiny bit, and then load up for the triple, I think.
Well, there's not much happening.
Oh, has he hit enough? Oh, yeah.
The question is now, do you just eliminate his ball, right, and then play silly buggers for a while, chipping him around?
I think that's something that you would probably do.
That's what I
Yeah.
I'm just eliminating balls, and I'm going to let you go up and down the table and move the black and my reds and all sorts. So
I don't think it needs it. You don't need that side of the table.
no, I just want to eliminate it because, mate, you've got to eliminate it. You've got to eliminate it, James. Just gives you a bit of free air, free space. I know we're weird like that. Like we don't agree a lot. I wasn't playing for the skilly. Now I'm doing tappy taps. What are you doing?
I would have. I don't know. I just wouldn't have put myself in this position to begin with. Just the one rail here.
Yeah.
Can get the black out in the open.
Yeah, but it's okay. If you're on James Olsson in this frame, you're feeling quite confident. If you're James Olsson, you're feeling quite confident.
I agree, but you had ball in hand before where you could actually put the ball where you wanted to pop you out.
He can have a whirl at this, and he can fluke it. Yes.
Now he's got to play it from where it lies.
And that's the game.
Well, you'd hope so. I've seen.
I'm even backing you to pot out from there.
Well, that's a big
That's
call.
rude, isn't it?
It's a big call.
I think it's rude.
But the amount of times that we've seen someone in this position and they've lost the frame, it's got to take the red in this bottom right corner, one closest to the corner, just to open everything out here.
Yeah, but you know what I'm doing? I'm just taking that and screwing up the table and worrying about the rest. I don't worry about cleaning up these two because that's my last ball.
Oh, he's caught the red first there.
That's okay.
Take this and just screw back to the
Yeah,
ball.
yeah, but the thing here is this is the freedom of having a black that's not over a pocket. You can play a safe kind of shot here. There's not a lot of pressure on your shot. You play this one into the middle, you get onto the, you play this one in the corner, get on the one in the middle, and then take the other one, you come down. And
I'm not overly thinking about the black unless I need to get it into a potting position. If I'm sitting there thinking about the position of the,
what's happened there?
he's gone a little bit too far.
No, but what's happened here is we're touching for another snooker. And I know it's not your game, but when you fall out, you don't need to risk things, okay?
He's still out here though. Like he can just drop this in.
Yeah, well, I don't know what sort of angle he has. You might be right. Oh, there you go. See, it's deceiving. Sorry, Jay. I would have definitely gone that one as well. It's just deceiving. I thought he was going further up into ball.
Yeah, there's some. I'm not thinking about where the black is in that frame. I'm thinking about where my balls are and how I'm going to pop them out. And they're all in the open. I've just got to worry about landing in a position, not worrying about where I'm landing if I miss.
It doesn't matter which way you go here.
I think I'm happy to go corner first.
Yeah, it's not bad. It don't matter. It hasn't hit it the best.
I think you might. Oh, just got to drag this. Just got to come back just a tiny bit.
Oh, he's played it well. He's played it well.
It's gone from a possible 5-all to 8-4.
And I think we talked about it.
And James has had 2 opportunities there in positions where he should have won frames, having more balls on the table at the time.
Well, it's not too far now to be going for the teppanyaki, possibly, depending on this. Mind you, he could make a big comeback, and all of a sudden there's another X amount of frames.
It stays open late.
Oh, I'm sure it does. James has broken well there.
Great. Look at this.
And
Leave some balls.
how
Leave
many?
some balls, Jimbo.
Is that 7?
No, that's 6. That's 6. He's just not doing 6.
Unbelievable. I'm not sure what to go, mate.
I'm going red.
Yeah, actually, I'm going yellow. It's going to take not to be.
No, there's a cannon. I know.
No, I'm just taking the yellow out and play. The cannon's my last two balls. Okay, or you could screw off the cannon and get on those 2. But I'm
You
taking.
got to hit it right. You just don't want it to run off.
No, I'm taking the yellow.
No, I agree.
The yellow just.
Yeah. I said I'm taking the red for a challenge, but
No, but the first yellow is this one that he's going. You're not taking that. You're taking the cannon. I'm taking this yellow that he's going.
no, I'm okay with this. I'm absolutely okay with this. What I'm not okay with is leaving the cannon till last, just in case
No, but it's
the
not
ball
going to
rolls off.
It's not going to go wrong if you come over to that rail. You're only just going to lightly tap it in, and it's hasta la vista, mate.
Well, I think the term's hasta la vista baby.
Look at this.
Right? Is it hasta la vista baby, not hasta la vista mate?
All over, isn't it? Hasta la vista.
Ah. Just screw to the blue spot.
No, I think you have to screw off the side rail now.
Oh. Oh.
You have to screw into the side rail because he had too much angle that way. He was
I'm just screwing to the centre table there. I'm not going all the way down. He made that a little bit. I think I'm backing my potting there to just screw back towards the centre, about where the blue spot is, and just taking the cut. I've got to stop this shot clock from running all the time.
What's this? You're in just below professional. What's that mean?
I think he's just, when we were talking about
What's that?
you're only an A grader.
Professional qualifier. I don't know what that means.
No.
What's a professional qualifier?
Maybe someone who could go through the qualifiers and not given a spot.
All right. I'll accept that. Qualifier or something. Maybe that's a nice thing.
Yeah, it could be. Could be.
Louis G, this game James Olsson is too good.
Reed, are you going yellow here? Or are you going red?
I'm just having a look, mate. Depending on what that, well then, if I'm going red, I'm going to take that and go into that other red. But
No. Oh no. Oh no.
But it's okay. But I did say in one of the frames he needs to pull up, but he ended up potting out anyway. So
He's got to get his red out up the top there. Can't be playing this one and opening up another ball.
that's all right. There's a bit of a loosey.
Yeah, he's gone and killed it and opened up his yellow.
Bit of a loosey goosey.
All the yellows go to a pocket now.
But I'll just turn off this thing for a sec while I do an old mate.
Yeah, all these yellows go to a pocket. Just this cannoneer making sure that he lands on the yellow that he's running into first. Clever shot. So the shot that James just played, I think you'd be happy with this shot.
Mate, that's a Windrush.
What, he missed the pot?
Oh, hammered, just so hammered. I don't call those. No. Huh? No. Not in my mind. Not in my mind.
We've had
third one got a third point.
Yeah, heaps.
Heaps.
That's right.
Nobody wants to hear from the
No, we were having a discussion which
Doesn't
we
matter.
didn't want everyone involved in.
All right, we're back on. We were just having a discussion about it. We've got 10-4. What was it, a fair break or not a fair break?
With a legal break?
Yeah. Not anymore, the Schubert. It's not on the mute anymore.
Yeah, sure, but the Michael's on mute. We're just discussing some tournament rules. So apologies for that.
10-4, long way back from here, mate.
It's only a couple of mistakes away, isn't it? I will say that James Olsson, when there's a big shot needed to be played,
He plays it.
he's executed.
Well done. And that's the difference in this match, possibly.
Absolutely. Well, so far it has been. I mean, the match is not over at all. But
I think I'm a chicken.
really?
Yeah.
But you're a carrot dangler. That's what you are. You're a carrot dangler. You just say,
Well, what about a crumb grabber?
No, you're not a crumb grabber. You're definitely not a crumb grabber. You're not someone. A crumb grabber is someone who you're playing against when you try and run the rack. You miss your last ball, and then the janitor comes in and cleans up the crumbs. All right. You're someone who uses a carrot to dangle and say, okay, well, I want you to have a crack at this because I'm not confident that you're going to pot out here, and I'm going to get an opportunity, a better opportunity to take.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, no.
Well,
Hang on, a result?
there is a result.
I think James might just want to try and get the yellow off the side rail.
That's what you would be thinking. But he's been taking a few pots out of these situations. If you were really attacking, you just play the plant and screw into it.
Or you just cut it down right.
Yeah, it was over the bag.
Are you cutting this one as well now?
Yeah, cutting that with check side.
I think something's telling me he's feeling it. It's not going to go.
You could play James Forno in the next match if he was keen, Louis. Louis one of your 5'8", isn't he?
Oh yeah, yep.
Louis and James Forno, for sure.
I'm not taking this ball here.
Oh, Jason, sorry.
I'm not taking this ball. I'm actually running the yellow top of the table and opening up the red and the yellow. Purely because I got pocket control on the left side with where the black was. How much 8-ball pool have you played this weekend?
Not much.
Not much.
I haven't. I only came in and played the frames.
I have not picked up a cue this weekend.
I only played the frames that you had to. I wasn't doing any other races like Reese. Reese, you told me how many frames he had. You know how many frames he had? 233.
233. You want to know something?
What?
I reckon he'd go through 3 cues I reckon you go through a queue every 3 years.
Do you know?
That thing must wear
Do you
down.
know Reese is the only bloke I know to have gone through a block of chalk in one weekend? Now that's massive.
It's phenomenal. Speaking of, I wonder how the doubles is going this weekend. So we're running. We're looking at potting out here, Reed. How are we attacking this red on the side rail?
Look, I'm just coming off the back rail and going into them, mate. It was probably the right way if he'd weighted it right, but I was probably going into him.
It's getting tough. It's getting tough. He's facing the hill and he's just taken away his how do you say, like his options.
That was
Just tried to get it on the way up.
a wonderful.
Awesome attempt.
Yeah.
Just checked it up a little bit too much.
This is where you've got to invent, isn't it?
Something's going to happen here. Oh no, that's probably the worst result. Oh,
Well, it
yeah.
is because it's just sort of killed the ball, and now we get, now you're getting free cracks.
And if you're James, you're taking on all these yellows, and you've got a free crack at the
One down
free
the
crack at the
rail.
black. That's interesting. I thought he might have taken the one taken it in the centre
Doesn't matter, mate. I think.
and sort of screwed across. But okay.
You can't hit it much better than that, mate.
That'll
I mean,
work.
you can, but
You
that
can
was,
probably bet a foot closer.
mate, that was a beautiful killing.
Yeah.
Little soft drag here, and she's all over.
Oh.
And all Jimmy can do is possibly play the snooker on the other side of it. He goes up and down, so he's got to try and chop this in, I think.
What a shot.
This is slightly large as well.
Now just needs to send.
This is slightly large.
Do you whack this and try and knock the yellow in as well?
No, I just
hopefully.
thin it.
Oh, shot. Oh no. Well, everyone, thank you for tuning in to Reedy's money matches this weekend. Are we going to have a bit of a interview at the end here?
Yeah, for sure.
Okay. So stick around, guys. We will interview the players. We'll get set up, but don't go anywhere. We'll have a chat to both Jameses. I'm sure Reedy will give us a little bit of a rundown from the weekend, and we will be back with you in a few minutes.
All right, guys, that is the end of a very long weekend, and congratulations to all our winners. Commiserations to all our losers. Well done to James Olsson in this last match. unfortunate to James Haining, who's one of our favourite players, who's played a number of these cards and really enjoys it. But we'll just get him over very quickly to have a chat. James, these are the chats that we don't always like to have, but I was just mentioning to the fans that tune in that you're one of my favourite players that we ever have on these cards.
Thanks,
because
Reedy.
you've always got your hand up to play in these matches.
Thank you.
And we know that I think you won, might have been 3 or 4 straight. It was 3 straight, I think, and now you've had a couple of losses.
Yeah, frustrating night. I'm not going to really make any excuses. I make that straight black to go 5-all. Who knows? But I miss it. He pots out, masters the next, and I was just like, I just could not get my touch right tonight. I thought I was potting great, and some promotional play was good, but maybe I was being a little too aggressive.
No, look, I thought you potted well and cued really well, and I think there was an out he took on that was probably low percentage, and he knocked it in, and it kind of changed at that where you maybe missed that one for 5, and then all of a sudden it went 6-4, and I think he might have ran a rack.
Yeah, that's the momentum thing though. Once he started racking his own balls, he started breaking pretty well. So we actually had a bit of a joke there that, hey, he wasn't potting anything early, and I was. So, but hey, look, it's the rub of the green. Unfortunately, I didn't have it late in that game, and I try to stay cool, but just one of those things. And he played better. He played better, Paul.
Thanks, James.
Yeah.
Look, we love having you back. We want you to keep coming back. We just got to talk about our next opponents, and we hope to get you a.
Look, I actually think, even though 11-4 looks like a thrashing, I don't think we were that unevenly matched.
Yeah.
I got a little bit of bad luck, he had a little bit of good luck, but he played great. He had a couple of master breaks there, I think, and he generally was a lot more cool and consistent.
I thought you probably had enough chances to do a bit of damage.
I 100% agree. That could have easily been the other way there in the middle of that match, but then, once that momentum hit, that was it. But hey, credit to him, he played great. He was very calm around the table, and he got the chocolates today.
Good on you, James. You're a champion.
Thanks, Reddy.
See you soon. James Olsson. Congratulations, James.
Cheers, mate. Thank you.
It was just one of those games. I think thinking back to the match where he missed a shot, I think it was 5-all, or he was playing for 5-all. He missed a long one up to the top or something. And then all of a sudden I thought you took out a very low percentage pot out, okay, which sort of turned the match on its head a little bit. And then you got a nice master, I think, to go 7-4 up.
Yeah, that sort of killed him, the master. A couple of times the pace got him at the table. Like, he did play okay, but just a few times when it mattered at the end. Like, I think he's probably a better player than he showed today. But look, he's a nice guy. I'm sure he'll be back. They'll be, back on the card. But I did get a bit lucky there a few times, and he was a bit stiff a few times. So look, to be honest, I think the scoreline probably flattered me a bit, and I think if we played again, it'd be closer than that. So,
Jimmy, I would have to say, out of the games I've watched you play so far, that's the best I've seen you play. Out of the games you played, I think you've played 3 now.
Yeah, I played Timmy first, and I got him, and then when I played Sam, he was just too good for me, mate.
Yeah,
So.
but your performance today was quite clinical, and you took on some ballsy kind of, that double that you made on the red off the other red was, there was no way in the world I was playing that shot, but you liked it and you took it on, and it came to fruition.
Yeah, it did. There wasn't much else on, mate, so I just thought I'd have a crack, you know what I mean? Probably better to have a crack than die wondering what would have happened. So, but there was a couple of good shots I played without putting tickets on myself, but overall, like, a win's a win. I'm pretty happy with it, and mate, I'm sure there'll be someone out there for the next time there's a card on that I want to have a game. So,
well, that's what it is. Do you enjoy playing in these cards, Jimmy?
Yeah, look, it's good, and I'd recommend for those people that haven't had a go to have a go. It does look you're out there at home watching on TV, but it's a lot harder when the camera's on and the felt's fast than it actually looks. So, mate, I'm sure you send out invites, but if there's anyone out there that hasn't had a go, look, I think you should have a go. You know, you don't want to like think, oh look, I should or I shouldn't have. Look, just have a go. Like, what's the worst thing that can happen? So, you know, the matchups are generally pretty even. Not many blowouts. Like, look at today. There's a few close ones and ones that could have gone either way. So, you know, the selection process of who you pick to play, who you pick, is always fair. You're not putting the best players up against the worst players, or so and so. So it's, you know, I've got to give you credit for the selection.
Yeah, listen. I definitely thought that he makes that black up the top. He starts breaking a touch better. The scoreline could possibly be a little bit different.
Yeah, I totally agree, mate. It probably wasn't his best, but you know, on another day, him and I, we have a lot closer contest than that. So, yeah.
Jimmy, you're a fine sport. Wonderful pool player.
Cheers, mate. Thank you.
We love having you on Reedy's Q Sports.
All good, mate. Thank you very much.
We want to see you back again.
Mate, I'll be back and I'll be off to the casino. So thanks very much,
Well,
mate.
as long as you're not off to the brothel like last
I
time.
wasn't cracking that joke this time.
Thanks, mate. All the best.
See you, mate. Thank you.
See you. So we'll just get Nessie in here. Yeah, get Nessie. I'll get you in here, darling.
Why me? I take up all the camera.
No,
Am
well,
I skinny?
well, thank you.
Thanks, Jimmy.
So,
Well done.
pretty much to wrap up another massive card. I'm 100% cream crackered. How are you
Me
feeling?
too. Yeah, me too. I've had enough. I can't feel my back. I can't feel my neck.
Yeah.
And I'm out.
I
I'm going to
think-
hand over to Jay.
Okay, hand over to Jay.
I am.
Okay.
Thank you everybody for tuning in. We really hope you enjoyed the stream. A few little glitches to iron out as we normally do, but please provide any feedback that you have for us, things that you'd like to see. Contact Brent, don't contact me. If you're interested in money matches, by all means, you've seen that we've had some B graders on today, intermediate, through to A grade, through to your state level over the weekend. So, you know, you actually really do look really bad.
Yeah, I know.
Hey.
Hammered. Absolutely hammered, baby.
You're going to sleep for like 3 days.
Yeah, but we're going to have some teppanyaki first.
Righto.
Whack me onto Jay.
But all the best. Moving forward, and I'll hand over to the bosses.
The bosses. There it is, mate. You know, I've
been a
pretty much summed up. I've said to the camera, it's been a massive weekend. We're all very tired. Thank you again for everything you do for Reedy's 8-ball Q Sports. You know, you come down here and it's your time. It's voluntary work, and I appreciate everything that you do for us.
No problems at all. I enjoy doing it.
And anyway, so we're sort of, what are we, signing off? We sort of deal with this really quickly. I want to thank Snooker World for the hospitality and the staff for all the weekend.
Everyone who's tuned in.
Everyone that's tuned in, everyone over the weekend that has come down to the support Reedy's 8-ball Q Sports.
Yep.
It's been a great card, and we've learned a lot, and we are still learning.
Absolutely.
And
we're trying to bring in new tech, and it doesn't like to be friendly. We'll keep working on it though. Sorry, Nessie. She's held a gun to my head and said, if this thing doesn't work while you're not around, you're dead meat.
There was a few glitches for sure, but you're going to get that in these things, and it's all a learning process for us. Thank you for the new tech things, mate. I do love the inclusions, and next time we'll be a touch better, and we'll be on time, you know.
Absolutely. It's frustrating when you get everything to work, and then you've had it working for a couple of weeks, and then all of a sudden you plug it in a new location and it just says, nah, not this time, but, you know. It was Friday. It was probably knockoff time. It probably didn't want to work for us.
All right, so I'll quickly sum it up, just my three, because we usually do a bit
Oh,
of
your 3-2-1s? Yep.
Give me 3-2-1s. Okay, we like to do that on who we feel was...
I can't even remember who played it.
Look, is the last one being the best one. So for
Yes.
my 1 point, I'm going to give the 1 point. I'm going to give a 1 point to a player that didn't win the match, right? That I really enjoyed watching play and had the best temperament, I thought, of the weekend, and that goes to Peter Mulpuller. Okay, I loved he never batted an eyelid. He was getting beaten reasonably convincing, and I know that usually you'd go to a performance, but for his temperament for the weekend and the way he held himself, I can't wait to get him back on the cards. So my 1 point goes to Peter Mulpuller.
Yep.
My 2 point goes to Marcus Schubert for his
Stepping up.
He's stepping up,
Yep.
taking on a player that has had way more experience than him, and being 4-0 down and being able to rally to come back to win 11-7 maybe. I'm not sure, 11-8. My 3 points for the weekend will go to VJ Randall. It's pretty cliche, you sort of go, it's the main event, this happened. I just thought that he was dead and buried at 12-6. He was ordering beers, eating cheese sandwiches, and his body language was very average, and I'd pretty much written him off. And for him to come back and play exceptional pool there at the end, he gets my 3 points.
Okay. My one vote
Your one vote?
My one vote is the B Reid. I thought Curtis Fisher, obviously a local guy for us on the Sunshine Coast, has played Reese, knocked Reese off, played Greg Siegel, knocked Greg off as well. And when I'm pretty sure he called you out and said, I'm more than happy to play you.
Oh, look,
Or was it you could play me, or was it?
No. Look, to be perfectly honest, I was trying to get Curtis a game.
Oh, no, I do
was trying to get
remember
Curtis,
that.
And Curtis said, I said, would you play me?
Yep.
And he said, I'd love to play you.
Yep. And there you go.
But I wanted to play for a smaller pot than what we
Yep.
played for. Okay, and it ended up being whatever it was.
Yep, and that's fine. And my vote goes to you. You're playing against someone who's obviously playing well, playing hot. But you looked in really good touch. Your body language was great. You didn't look flustered when things didn't go your way. You looked like you were commanding the table when you were there. You cleared up. You didn't give too many opportunities. And even when I spoke to Curtis after the match, I'm like, you can't do much when you give some opportunities and you don't get any back. And he goes, wow. So my one vote goes to you, mate. Congratulations on the way you played.
Look, mate, I'm humbled. I wish I didn't get you one. I wish I was your 3.
Yep.
But I got the 1. So
I have to look past that, and unfortunately, I'm sharing the 2 and the 3. So
You're sharing the 2 and 3?
I reckon 2.5 each here.
Okay. Here we go.
But they go to Ara and to Rob. I think that match going to as far as it did, going to the hill, I think the camaraderie, the sportsmanship, and they were just having a good time. And unfortunately, they were on the table on the opposite side to us, and we didn't really get to see too much of that pool going because where we're situated, we sort of focus on the table right in front of us, and that's sort of understandable. But they were just having a good time, and it was an entertaining pool to watch. We couldn't commentate it because we had no idea what they were doing.
Yeah.
But they had such a good time.
Yeah.
I've got to give them my 2 and my 3.
If I could throw in an extra vote, I actually completely, because I'm so tired,
Yep.
I'd forgotten about that match.
I'm glad that you went first so I could think about it.
I would definitely like to include them somewhere in that lot because that was probably
A special mention.
the best,
Yep.
the most the light-heartedness of
Yeah.
the match.
Yeah.
It was played with a lot
The
of
sportsmanship and the camaraderie,
banter,
yep.
and it was a happy match.
And there were moments there where they were cheering for each other when the other person was at the table. So
Yeah.
what a great shot. And it just goes to show that there are some people who play pool that while there's some money on the table, they do appreciate a challenge, but they also appreciate when good things happen in pool as well. So they're my 2.5 each. That makes 5, doesn't it?
So you're not.
I can't split them. I can't split them. While one of them won and the other one lost.
Okay, so
I'm giving them 2.5 each.
And that's fair enough. So that pretty much wraps us up, guys. We've got a lot to pack up. We've thoroughly enjoyed an incredible weekend of pool. Thanks to Nessie, the beautiful Nessie.
Thank you, Nessie.
Thanks to Jay Windross. Thanks to everyone that makes these things happen. And good night.
Thank you to all the.
And good night.
Thank you for all the work that you do, getting all the because we had some late pullouts, and there was a lot of phone calls, and at the end of the day, we missed out on one match.
Yeah.
I think there was 4 there that were up in arms. So, thank you to Reed, thank you to everyone who refed this weekend as well, who put their hands up to referee as well. As you said, the snooker world staff. It's tough. The conditions are tough. With they've had their air conditioning attacked by people in the area, which is completely out of their control. But they still bring in portable air conditioners for us to try and make it as comfortable as possible. So, thank you to Brendan and to Bodie as well, and to all the staff here for your assistance too. So, I'll leave it to you.
Yeah, contact me, guys. Obviously, we're getting bigger and better. We've always got lots of these matches on. I love putting on the lower ranked players. Don't be afraid if you're C grade or you're B grade to ring me up, give me a message, say, I want to have a run at this. I'd love to have you. Okay. I had actually a message on my phone, which I'm going to look at right now, and it's off a C grader. I'm just going to have a quick look. And it is from a Taylor Walker. He says, hi mate, I want to be on your cards next money match. Please let me know if this is an option C grader. Kilcoy, 500 each pot. That's beautiful.
Perfect. That's what you want.
And that's what we want. There was suggestion that we find a birthday date or an anniversary date for Reedy's Q Sports, right? Find a date that we originated, and maybe something in the next couple of cards where we have a stack card and we have all elite matches. Okay, so
Festival of Reedy Pool.
Okay, a festival of
Reedy Q Sports
stack matches, and obviously, unfortunately, maybe the lower ranks don't get a run on this anniversary weekend, but that was a suggestion put forward. I don't know what you think of that.
Oh, we're open for feedback. We're talking about bringing groups of players over from different states, having a bit of an invasion Saturday where we have 4 players from one state come in and fill out the Saturday card, back-to-back matches.
Jay,
there's a lot of options out there that we can do.
I would love the Kiwis to come over. The Kiwis, the Simon Singletons, the Des Wilcox, the Healy Whites,
Adam Lillies,
the 4 of them, and they play against, say, Rusty, me, Craig Stevens, VJ Randall. Whether it's a team thing, and maybe we also do a singles together. Simon Singleton plays Rusty, I play Des Wilcox, Healy White plays VJ. Just that kind of thing, yeah? Do you think that would be a...
Absolutely. That will also... That'll nearly kick off the Trans-Tasman again.
Yeah.
Trans-Tasman.
And especially... and especially
It's been a long weekend.
and especially on the Gold Coast. A fun place to come.
I think it's a bit warm for them here, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, might work in the town.
Anyway, guys, I think that's it. Thank you very much again, and thank you to all the sponsors. You guys know who you are, and we love yous, and we can't wait to see yous again very shortly. Thank you.